You know, sometimes in pageants, a contestant will just like completely own the stage.
Yeah.
They do something so unexpected
Uh-huh.
and so captivating that everyone's buzzing about it afterward. Like,
Yeah.
that's Chelsea Manalo at this year's Miss Universe.
That's a great example.
I mean, what's so interesting is
Yeah.
how she's doing it.
Well, it's not just about, looking amazing,
Right.
although she definitely does.
Yeah, no, she's gorgeous.
There's a real strategy here.
So, okay,
Mm.
for this deep dive, you send over 2 articles with me.
Mm-hmm.
One is like a play-by-play
Yes.
description of her performance.
That's right.
And the other analyzes if this could actually win her the crown.
It really raises the question.
Right.
Can one performance, even a really brilliant one,
Yeah.
be that influential in a huge contest like Miss Universe?
Because there's got to be more to it than just stage presence.
Exactly.
Now, some listeners might be thinking,
Oh,
wait, a whole deep dive on a beauty pageant?
what's going on here?
Yeah, but stick with us.
Yeah,
This is about so much more than who wins.
absolutely.
This is about how someone can use presentation and storytelling
Yeah.
to really make a huge impact.
On a global stage, even?
On a global stage like Miss Universe.
I agree. It's a fascinating look at communication,
Yes.
whether you're into pageants or not.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, okay, let's jump right in.
All right.
This first article describes Chelsea's performance as a complete transformation.
Oh, wow.
It's almost like she embodied 2 different Disney princesses.
That's not something you see every day in a pageant.
Definitely not.
Interesting.
So in the swimsuit competition, she was, quote, pure Ariel-like grace, end quote,
Wow.
according to the article.
I like it.
So picture soft curls
Okay.
and these super fluid movements.
Ah,
And the way she connected with the audience even ended her walk with this gentle wave.
wow.
Like she was saying goodbye to the sea,
Hmm.
stepping onto land, just like Ariel.
She's really telling the story there.
Yeah.
Which is so smart,
Yeah.
It's not just walking. It's conveying a whole persona
Right.
in just a short time.
And then evening gown time, total Cinderella vibes.
Ooh, I like where this is going.
Right.
This is where the strategy really shines through.
Okay.
Because she's not just beautiful.
Yeah.
There's a plan behind it all.
So the article talks about this, sparkling blue gown,
Okay.
pure Cinderella, and how elegant she was when she walked.
Yeah.
And then the final twirl, they describe the fabric fanning out all around her.
Wow.
It was magic.
So she's created 2 really distinct and memorable images.
Right.
And they're not just random.
Uh-huh.
They're tapping into those beloved Disney princess archetypes.
Which leads us perfectly to the second article.
Okay.
Why is this whole Disney princess strategy working so well?
Well, let's face it, it could have totally backfired.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
But the article highlights a few reasons why it's resonating.
Uh-huh.
First is relatability. So Disney princesses are known for being strong, kind, determined.
Yeah.
And the article argues that Chelsea really embodies those qualities too.
Right.
So it's not just a costume, it's aligning herself with things that people already admire.
It's smart. It's tapping into that existing emotional connection. Think about it. How many times have you used a Disney reference
Oh, yeah.
to explain something complicated?
Right.
Everyone just gets it.
It's true.
That's what she's doing, but on a global scale.
You're right.
Yeah.
And then there's the memorability factor.
Okay.
In a competition where you have so many beautiful and accomplished women, you need to stand out.
Absolutely.
And who doesn't remember a Disney princess?
Right, exactly.
But
Yeah.
the article did point out a potential downside here.
Oh.
So it's great to be captivating.
Uh-huh.
But she has to show that she's more than just a character, right?
Yeah, because Miss Universe isn't going to be ruling a fairy tale kingdom.
Right,
It's a serious job with real responsibilities.
Yes.
And that needs more than just charm.
Okay, so can she actually win? The second article digs into this.
Yeah.
And it's not a simple yes or no.
It's complicated.
It really is.
It never is with Miss Universe.
So the article acknowledges that the competition is super fierce.
Yeah.
These other contestants have their own strengths and everything.
Of course.
But it emphasizes that Miss Universe is about way more than looks.
Right.
It's advocacy, it's leadership.
So much more.
And these are huge.
Absolutely.
And this is where things get even more interesting because
Yeah. Tell me more.
there's substance behind the performance.
Okay.
She's not just playing dress up.
I like it.
So they point to her work on education and women's empowerment
Huh.
as proof that she's more than just sparkle.
So she's not just embodying a princess.
Right.
She's trying to make a real difference.
Yes. Just like the princesses themselves.
Exactly.
Who often are challenging the status quo and fighting for what they believe in.
I agree.
But here's the thing.
Yeah.
Is this Disney princess angle too perfect? Is it possible? It's so captivating that it like overshadows all the other things that she brings to the table.
That is the million-dollar question.
It is.
Is this a great strategy or will it backfire? Yeah, it's a brilliant strategy. I'll give her that.
Okay.
But I think what really makes it work, what elevates it beyond just being a gimmick, is that it's tapping into something universal. You know, these Disney princess archetypes. They resonate with us on such a deep level, almost subconsciously.
So it's not just about like looking like Cinderella or Ariel or whatever. It's about embodying those qualities that we associate with them.
Exactly.
Okay.
Think about Ariel, for example.
Okay.
She yearns for something more. She breaks free from expectations.
Right.
She follows her dreams, even if it means going against the tide.
And I mean, with Chelsea, you know, leaving her home country, competing on a world stage.
Absolutely.
I can definitely see the parallels.
It's right there.
Yeah.
And then you have Cinderella, who's all about inner strength, resilience, and kindness, even when facing adversity.
Yeah.
And those qualities, if Chelsea can really genuinely convey them, could make her incredibly relatable.
To the judges.
To the global audience.
Everyone watching.
It's almost like she's using these familiar stories to help people understand who she is and what she stands for.
Without having to say it.
Yeah, like without having to spell it out.
Exactly. Storytelling through image, movement, association. It's so effective.
Yeah.
Because it gets right to the heart of the matter.
Yeah, which is so crucial in a competition where you only have a few minutes to make an impression.
You've got to cut through the noise.
Right.
And these archetypes are like cultural shorthand.
I like that. Cultural shorthand.
Everyone instantly gets it.
Okay. As that second article pointed out, the Miss Universe crown demands more than just charm.
It does.
And a good story.
You're right.
Miss Universe is an ambassador.
Yes.
A role model. Someone who needs to be able to speak intelligently.
To have something to say.
About all these important issues.
And that's where things get really interesting.
Good.
Because the article mentioned Chelsea's advocacy work. Her focus on education and women's empowerment.
So she's not just relying on the sparkle. She's got substance to back it up.
She does.
That's what I like to hear.
Right. And that's where she needs to strike that balance. Can she transition from the fairy tale to the real world? From embodying an archetype to showcasing her own unique voice and perspective.
Because at the end of the day, the judges aren't looking for a Disney princess.
They're not.
They're looking for a real-world leader.
Someone who can inspire, advocate, make a real difference.
Right. And that takes more than just a captivating performance. It requires depth, knowledge, and a real commitment to making a positive impact.
Okay, so I need to know more about this advocacy work.
Oh, yeah.
The article mentioned it, but I'm curious, like, what specifically has she done?
So Chelsea's been very vocal about the importance of education. Especially for girls. She's worked with several organizations in her home country to improve access to education and provide resources for young women.
So it's not just a talking point for the pageant.
It's not.
It's something that she's actively involved in.
Exactly.
I like that.
And it connects back to the Disney princess narrative. In a really interesting way.
How so?
Think about Belle from Beauty and the Beast. She's a voracious reader. She values knowledge and education above all else.
You know what? I never thought about it that way. You're totally right.
It's all connected.
Yeah, it's like she's weaving this narrative through every aspect of her Miss Universe journey.
It's impressive.
It really is.
And that's what makes it so compelling.
Yeah.
It's not just a performance. It's a reflection of her values. And her commitment to making a difference.
Okay, so we've got the Disney princess strategy, the strengths, the potential pitfalls. But we can't forget about the competition itself.
Of course not. No matter how brilliant Chelsea's strategy is. She's not the only one vying for that crown.
And the article made it clear the competition is fierce.
It is.
These other contestants are bringing their A game. Our own unique stories, experiences, everything.
And this is where it gets really interesting.
Yeah.
Even if she nails the performance, Even if she proves she's more than just a pretty face.
Right.
How does she stack up against these other incredible women?
It's like a real-life fairy tale, you know?
Yeah.
The underdog who captures everyone's attention with her magic. But will it be enough to overcome the odds and claim that ultimate prize?
And will that magic translate into real-world impact?
Right.
Will it empower her to make a lasting difference as Miss Universe?
Yeah.
Those are the questions we need to consider.
Okay, so we've covered a lot about Chelsea's performance.
We have.
The Disney inspiration, the strategy, the challenges she faces. Right. But, like, what does it all mean?
Well, to me, it's fascinating that win or lose, Chelsea's achieved something pretty remarkable already. Mm-hmm. She started a conversation not just about pageants, but about presentation, archetypes, what we want from public figures these days.
It's true. Just by using those Disney elements, she's got everyone buzzing.
So much buzz.
People are talking, debating, engaging with Miss Universe in a way they might not have before.
I think you're right.
So it's kind of a victory in itself.
It is.
You know, she's challenged what we expect, made people think differently about what a Miss Universe contestant can be. It's true.
And she did it in such a captivating way.
And thought-provoking.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's recap here.
Okay.
Chelsea's unique approach, going from Ariel to Cinderella, has definitely made her stand out.
She's a front runner for sure.
It's a masterclass.
It is.
In how to tell a story.
Yeah.
And use imagery to be memorable, especially with so much competition.
Right, when you're up against so many talented people.
But, as we've said, the Miss Universe crown needs more than just a good performance.
It does.
It needs, like, real substance, intelligence, and a genuine desire to actually make a difference in the world.
Right, and Chelsea's shown she has those qualities.
She has.
Her work on education and empowering women,
it
shows she's got real depth.
So the Disney princess thing, that's been her hook, her secret weapon.
Yeah.
But it's her own personality, her passion.
Right.
That'll determine how far she goes in the end.
Absolutely. And this brings me to a final thought.
So Chelsea's performance, whether she wins or not, raises some really interesting questions.
What?
Like, how much do we rely on these archetypes and relatability when we're judging public figures?
Okay.
Can this magic, this charm, actually translate into real impact?
That's a good question.
And what does it even mean to be Miss Universe today?
In a world that's constantly changing. Yeah.
Exactly.
Wow, those are some great questions to think about.
I hope so.
We'd love to hear what you think. Do you believe her strategy will work?
Yeah, tell us.
What qualities are most important for Miss Universe?
Let us know.
Share your thoughts, and until next time, keep diving deep.